Welcome back to the Prehistoric Monsters channel. This channel is the #1 most scary Ohio Yacht channel for educational dinosaurs and sport videos. Now today we are going to do a list of top 10 most scary dinosaurs. Number 10, T-Rex. T-Rex Tyrannosaurus was a theropod that lived in the early Cretaceous period in planet Jupiter. It never ate anything alive, as proof in this video made by Jack Horner. It is capable of biting and gulping Mr. Beast 1 million times. The T-Rex also existed 1 million years ago during the early Cretaceous in planet Jupiter. It had a length of 36 feet and 4 tons. And then this scavenger pussy was a really weak animal that can get beaten up by Spinosaurus and Gigantosaurus. Tyrannosaur coprolite and poop also suggested that T-Rex had 6 crocodilian scales, like thick scales like crocodiles and lizards, that protected it from almost anything, even a meteor from Mexico that caused the extinction of dinosaurs. It also has really weak arms, or really small arms, cannot be used for anything. Number 9, Velociraptor. Velociraptor was a very fast theropod that lived in the early and late Jurassic. It lived in the early Cretaceous and Jurassic 16 million years ago and 100 million years ago. It hunted Protoceratops like shown in this video, and it is also a scavenger, but also it can hunt anything alive. It was both a scavenger and a hunter, like shown in this video. It is killing a bunch of Protoceratops like the pussies they are. This fat theropod also hunted baby Protoceratops, like how Parvosaurus just hunted baby dinosaurs. Velociraptors out in the pack, they could take down a fully grown Centaurosaurus, or even a Parasaurolophus, or even in 100 packs, they could take down a fucking Argentinosaurus. The Velociraptor was fully covered in feathers like in this video, and it also has a really huge amount of feathers on its body, and it hunted Protoceratops, Centaurosaurus, Parasaurolophus, and it also cannot jump too high. It can jump like a small height. Also, the biggest Velociraptor fossil was like 12 feet long and 36 feet long and 12 feet long. Number 8, Gigantosaurus. Gigantosaurus was an theropod that lived in the early Cretaceous 100 million years ago to 19.5 million years ago. This theropod was a relative to Allosaurus, Carcharodontosaurus, and it was a Carcharodontosaurus theropod. And this theropod also was a member of the Carcharodontosaurus family. And the Carcharodontosaurus family is related to Allosaurus, which means if this thing is related to Allosaurus, it is an Allosaurus dinosaur, or bigger than T-Rex. It could hunt T-Rex, and these monsters, like Gigantosaurus, could hunt an Argentinosaurus in a pack of 7 and 8, like how Mapusaurus does. They did coexist. Mapusaurus and Argentinosaurus and Gigantosaurus live at the same time, and they are really angry about each other. Like literally, like very angry. Gigantosaurus was 40 feet long to 43 feet long and weighed around 8 tons to 10 tons. This animal was a really huge animal. It was a top predator of its own area, only competing with Mapusaurus and Scorpiovanator. This animal was also no ordinary predator, since it could slash, bite with its actually functional arms, unlike T-Rex. Unlike T-Rex, this animal's arms were actually functional. It could be used to hunt Argentinosaurus. As is shown in this video, it is currently wanting to hunt Argentinosaurus. With 2 Argentinosaurus, those are a herd of Argentinosaurus. Also, plus, this thing is actually bigger than T-Rex. It was bigger than the T-Rex. Its arms were actually long and functional. The only theropod that is bigger than Gigantosaurus was the Spinosaurus. Number 7, Tricerapod. Triceratops is an omnivorous dinosaur that likes to eat meat and both plants. It only eats meat when plants are unavailable at all. This animal, called the Triceratops, was a dinosaur that was a member of the Ceratopsian family. Ceratopsians are related to Pachycephalosaurians, and this animal coexisted with T-Rex. This animal could kill the T-Rex and all the theropods can see in the video, there's a T-Rex in the background. This omnivore is really dangerous because it has three horns on its face. Plus, this dinosaur has a really small ball joint on its skull to make the head movements really quicker and faster. So when it tries to move, it also moves its ball joint at its skull, moving faster and faster. Number 6, Phaerizinosaurus. Phaerizinosaurus is an omnivore dinosaur that would eat plants and both meat, but this time it could scavenge too and also eat plants like shown in this video. Phaerizinosaurus is a theropod, that omnivorous theropod that is member of the Coelurosaurian genus, which means it is related to T-Rex, Velociraptor, and yes, it is now defending its territory of a Velociraptor. Because a Velociraptor is trying to attack Phaerizinosaurus, it will die instantly and get KO'd. This animal was a very skibidi-rich animal. When the Russian scientists found this animal, the Russian scientists literally found a skeleton, and the skeleton suddenly came alive and shake its yacht and said skibidi toilet risk. This made the scientists really angry and threw the fossil into a ditch. As this animal was also 34 feet long and weighed around like 2 to 4 tons, which is the exact same size as T-Rex. This animal was also an omnivore, as I already said that. It is now currently eating plants, and its enemies was a T-Rex relative called the Tarbosaurus. The Tarbosaurus was also a predator, but we're not talking about that shit. As I said before that Pterizinosaurus is an omnivore, this thing could also scavenge, like how T-Rex does, scavenge a corpse and eat dead animals when there is no plants at all, like Triceratops. Number 5, Edmontosaurus scibideus. Edmontosaurus scibideus is an herbivorous hadrosaur dinosaur that lived at the same time as T-Rex. This animal even is an herbivore. Even though Edmontosaurus scibideus is an herbivore, it was 17 meters long, and its entire tail was just the size of an entire rhino. Well, I mean, the tail of an Edmontosaurus is the size of an entire rhino, and its body was 70 meters long. It was literally the size of a stadium, like a football stadium. Wow, amazing. This herbivore was also very number 1 skibidi-rich Ohio yacht herbivore. This animal was also very brain-rotting. It will scream skibidi toilet 100 times to scare off away the T-Rex. Number 4, Brontosaurus. Brontosaurus is a genus of sauropod that live in Utah and United States Kingdom. This animal was a sauropod dinosaur that lived in the Jurassic era. It coexisted with Ceratosaurus, and then the Allosaurus, and then the Stegosaurus, Brachiosaurus, and then the skibidi toilet Diplodocus. It coexisted with many dinosaurs, as I said that. This animal was a herbivore, and the weight around like 10 tons or even more than that. It weighed around like 20 or 10 tons, rivaling the Paleontology. This thing was also an enemy of the Allosaurus, as the Allosaurus tried to hunt this thing down, and the Allosaurus died. It was found in fossils. The reason why I'm putting herbivorous dinosaurs in this list, because if they have horns or large size, they could smack you by the leg, like they could just smash you into a whole ass pancake with their stomping feet or horns, tail tegomizers. That's why I put herbivores in here anyways. Number 3, Argentinosaurus. Argentinosaurus is a sauropod dinosaur that was a titanosaur dinosaur that lived in Argentina. It lived alongside with Giganotosaurus and Mapusaurus. It lived 1 million years ago in North America. This animal was a very huge dinosaur. As it is shown now, it's really huge, as a person is time traveling back to the Cretaceous. If you don't know, this animal was literally like 100 tons and 40 meters in length, and it was a very huge animal. It defended itself of the very dangerous Mapusaurus and Giganotosaurus. And this animal was very stocky and very huge, as shown in this video. Why is this dangerous anyways? Because of this animal is very huge, you can just get crushed under the feet of a giant dinosaur like this one. That's why this guy is very dangerous. Number 2. Mosasaurus. Mosasaurus is a very dangerous water dinosaur that lives underwater. Even though it is a dinosaur, it has a very different thing alongside every dinosaur. It could swim. It was an aquatic animal. It can give birth, a live birth, not eggs like this one. This female is currently giving birth, but I'm not gonna talk about the video. I'm gonna talk what makes Mosasaurus scary. Mosasaurus is a water dinosaur, and it is a carnivore. It was apex predator of the ocean. The only carnivore bigger than Mosasaurus in the water was the apex megalodon. Megalodon is not a dinosaur, but I'm not gonna talk about it. Mosasaurus are reptiles like dinosaurs. Yes, they are dinosaurs actually, but this one is shown to be like swimming, but exclusively different than all of the dinosaurs. This mosasaur, or dinosaur I could say, is a fully aquatic animal. Unlike all dinosaurs, which live on land, this is a predatory animal. It was like the water of the T-Rex. Mosasaurus is the Amrex, or I could say the underwater T-Rex. That is why this thing is dangerous. It was like the T-Rex but it was underwater. Number 1, Spinosaurus. Spinosaurus gigantea is a very dangerous dinosaur that lived on land. This dinosaur was a very dangerous animal. Dinosaurs years ago during the boomer period. This animal was very dangerous. It never ate any fish. It only ate dead dinosaurs and alive dinosaurs. It could swallow a little corpse alive by simply just grabbing it and putting it inside of its mouth, then swallow it whole. Fun fact, this animal's entire body could just dislocate and die because when the Spinosaurus falls, its spine is connected to its vertebrae. So if it falls, it would die instantly, get pushed up by a bunch of trains. This thing is also the real-life Godzilla. It could fire atomic beams and swallow Rugops whole. Look at this video. He's swallowing the whole ass fucking Rugops. This fucking monster was very fast. It could leap on atomic breaths like Godzilla. This is the real-life Godzilla. It was over 100 feet in length, and its size was almost the same as Brontosaurus. It had the hump, not a sail. It could use to store water, and this thing had very functional arms. Its arms were long, unlike T-Rex and Gigantosaurus. This dinosaur also fought with the Sarcosuchus and the Carcharodontosaurus. This thing would kill everything in its sight. Even Sarcosuchus, Carcharodontosaurus, Tyrannosaurus, Brontosaurus, everything. Including fish like Squaliorax, whatever. I don't know. This thing, poor Sarcosuchus got mauled by the spine. This was very dangerous. And it was a hyper carnivore. As I already said before, it was carnivore. I already said that. But this thing was a very disproportionate monstrosity. This is Godzilla. As I said before, it could produce radiation. It likes eating radiation. It could fire out poison out of its penis. Only rival is Carcharodontosaurus. Carcharodontosaurus is a very shitty theropod, which I'm gonna talk about this guy. I'm not gonna talk about the spinal again. Okay, the Spinosaurus is really huge. It has long arms, long legs, long tail, a huge crocodile-like snout, a sail on its back. Wait, it's a hump, not a sail, actually. You guys get the fact wrong. It could breed fish inside of its hump, and then to eat the fish later, when it's hungry. The Spinosaurus could breathe atomic. This thing could also commit suicide by exploding its own body into a bunch of crumble of radiation and skin, and then explodes itself like a creeper from Minecraft. Then boom, it becomes radiation all over the place and all of the dinosaurs die nearby. Dinosaur could also cause mental asylums. Also, another interesting fact about this dinosaur, that Spinosaurus could also slap a Carcharodontosaurus and fly with its own hump. Its hump could be used to fly, like a helicopter. Wow, very amazing, right? It makes this dinosaur really more terrifying. This is a real-life Godzilla that has arms, a hump to fly, and store water to breed fish, and a jaw like a crocodile. Amazing, right? This is the end of the video. If you want to watch more dinosaur videos, please consider subscribing, and I will make more dinosaur documentary videos like this one. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Goodbye. Hiya!